Hi guys, how's it going? I'm back with another Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse review, and we are looking at the Superman Unchained Armour action figure. Let's do it. Okay, so looking at the box like we always do, same information as always. There you go. And curiously enough, down here, same with the armoured Batman figure, just says Superman, and then it's once you turn it to the side, okay, that it says the Superman Unchained Armour. And then on the back, you have the image, that's the same as the trading card, and just pictures of other figures in the wave. Curiously enough, we haven't seen this, so I don't know whether the figure got pulled because the movie didn't do well, or like, I don't want to mention it, but obviously we're going for a rough time at the minute. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but yeah, quite curious about that. And then same as always, there you go, barcode, legal is, all that stuff. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, so before we actually look at the figure, we'll look at his accessories. Now, here is the standard base that these figures are coming with, and I just want to explain myself. This is why I don't like these bases, okay? Right, there isn't much difference at this point, or I haven't seen loads of difference between what product Mcfarlane Toys puts out and what product DC Direct put out. So, here is a base that you get with these figures. It is kind of small. If you can just see, you're supposed to plant him. I'm not going to do it properly, but you're supposed to plant him on it like this. You guys can't see, you still can't see. Oh my gosh, I'm reaching out. There you go. And it just looks really kind of small, and like the stand wasn't actually made for the figure. It's really thin. Not the best plastic in the world. So yeah, it is what it is. It's a very basic thing. Now, you get, this is a DC Collectibles from the 75th anniversary. It's one of my bad ones. Can't find the peg. But look at the difference. I'd rather have something like this come with this figure, look. Oh my gosh, what am I like? I thought I could get away with it. I can't get away with it. There you go, though. I'd rather have a stand like that he seems to fit on much better than, say, like this thing. So just, you know, if we could, I don't know if the cost would go up, but if we can do this, or maybe just for the bigger figures, give them a bigger stand. I don't know. Just my opinion, but that's that. And then we just come over here. Here is the trading card. So I am loving this artwork, and if I haven't said it yet, I'll say it now. Basically, the Unchained Armour, I believe, was on like 2 or 3 panels. So the Unchained story, the book, was actually really, really good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And basically, this armour comes from like a host of different like alien technology, weapons and armour that Superman had salvaged over the years. That's where it comes from, if you didn't know. It probably says that on the back here. There you go, if you want to read that. Pause it, read it now, I'm not going to do that. It's a feature of your action figure, it's for you to do. But yeah, basically, so this is where the armour comes from, and I think he wears it for about 3 panels, and then the whole armour just gets destroyed. But the Unchained book, I actually really, really enjoyed. Like, people who say good Superman stories can't be written in here and stuff these days, and I would go back and check that book out. I mean, there's been some really good books for Superman recently, but that is definitely one of my favourites, Superman Unchained. I even have the poster on my wall. But yep, so there you go, that's that. Okay, let's quickly check out the aesthetics now. Hold on. There we go. Now, on my figure, I do have a QC issue, which I'll get to, but let's just quickly look at the aesthetics. So, that head is looking really, really nice. can't tell, but I'm pretty sure that, like, this red and black space here, there is supposed to be, like, Superman's face is supposed to be visible. It's just shadowed, but I don't mind this. It looks pretty awesome anyway. As you can see, that helmet is awesome looking. It's kind of mech. It's like an evil goat mech helmet. I don't know, but it looks really, really cool. And then, obviously, you have these bits here that are supposed to replicate a cape. And it kind of does quite nicely. You know, the wings sit nice enough that you sort of recreate some sort of cape as you go down the figure. One thing I will notice, which you'll see in a much clearer view soon, is how vibrant this figure is. The colour is absolutely, like, the palette choice that they're using is amazing. I really, really love this figure. He just is eye candy. Super, super catchy. But there you go. So moving down, obviously the S is done really, really nice. There's texture to the black. Under Armour. And going down to the boots, he has what I like to call Iron Man-ish sort of boots. And then turning round, like, just, you know, he's still got the same quality on the front of the figure. Absolutely follows through quite nicely. Get in there, you. There you go. So, I mean, aesthetically, I'm super pleased with this thing. Just like the Hellbat, these massive figures that Mcfarlane are doing, they're just leagues above other things. Right, let's see what the Articulation has in store for us. So, his head is, you know, not super limited. He won't look up. He will look down. So, do with that what you will. I'm not going to be putting this guy in loads of super flying poses and dynamic poses. Superman poses, basically, because, I mean, he's just going to stand and look imposing. I might have him in sort of like a walk-in position like he is on the card. But yeah, so if I just do this, you can see there's loads of playability there. You can do whatever you want with that head. Within reason, you just can't really lean it back. So you push these out, and I just want to say this is not a ball joint. I mean a butterfly joint. There's no extra in that shoulder but the arm itself, and that is kind of hindered by these big pads. But it will go out to the side fine. You do have, oh my gosh, you do have a bicep swivel. Mine's, is it any better on this one? No, my bicep swivel is quite tight at the minute. But you do have a bicep swivel that is there. Single jointed elbow and the ball hinged wrists. There you go. I am glad that he's got gripping hands as well. So if I ever just get any generic alien weapons, I am going to give them to him. It would have been cool for Todd to actually give us those weapons, but I think they were just like a throwaway thing. He didn't actually use them to any extent. Right, now we'll move to the chest. I'll show you my QC issue. So, in the torso here, something seems to be stuck in the higher torso, so I can't actually get my torso to line up. I don't know if that's like it on anyone else's figure, but it is mine, okay? And it is really bloody annoying, but I can live with it. As for the other articulation in the lower abdomen, you know, you get loads of range there. Let me just show you. There you go. And then moving down, kick out. It does come out a bit, but that's to be expected at this point. Double jointed knee. You do have that little sort of thigh twist in there. I've had no rubbing or chewing on my figures yet with these, which is amazing because it's so sad when it happens with Marvel Legends. Yeah, double jointed knee, and then the ankles, they do have, okay, the toe articulation, but the ankles, I mean, if you look in there, move your hand, Will, or your thumb, the joint is actually there, the same joint that the other figures have. It's just the way the boots are made, it does hinder a little bit of that articulation. So, articulation not as great on this figure compared to, like, say, the Hellbat, but still, like, an absolutely insane looking figure. really nice and vibrant. I'm dead happy to have it. I'm hoping I can do something to sort this out. If anyone's got any ideas, let me know in the comments. It'd be much appreciated. Oh, bloody hell, I keep forgetting about the wings' articulation. I don't know. By the way, this is kind of aesthetics as well, not articulation, but yeah, better talk about that as well. Right, so, like, the wings are pretty good, so there's your wingspan. You can have them, like, up like that, or, you know, down. I will just say, though, the one on this side does not go in the whole way, and I've seen that on a few people's figures, so why that is doing that was really frustrating me, and I didn't know why, but I will show you. Yours may have this as well. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. There you go. There's like some extra fleshing in the mould that's on the peg. Maybe that's what's stopping it going in all the way. It doesn't actually seem too deep in there either. Well, there you go. There's your articulation for the wings. Okay guys, so next I want to do some comparisons. So here he is next to Multiverse Batman. They're looking pretty cool. I actually really like this Batman figure more and more every day. And then here he is next to Hellbat. Get a look at them. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, 1 minute. There we go. I have to like press the off switch on my light. There you go. That's how they look. The Hellbat is a bit more menacing and big and bulky, which I think is actually right. It's accurate to the show, so we can't really moan. That's how they look. That is awesome. And then here he is next to standard Superman. Okay, and I can definitely see Superman fitting inside this. So that's really cool. And then this is pretty important. So you know I was saying about vibrancy and colour and stuff earlier. Just keep this guy in the basis of your mind. Oh, and also yesterday, I was going to use a Bucky Cap figure for this, but the movie ones are slightly smaller in scale than the comic figures, I think. But here is like your basic standard sized Marvel Legend figure. Okay. Just move Armoured Supes out of the way. And then here is what's considered a bigger figure. And you can see this guy has loads of nice paint on him. Design Patriot. I actually really love this figure, by the way. I really wish I'd have put it on my top 10 for 2019. But there you go. So, like, the considered bigger figures for the Marvel Legends isn't much bigger, okay, than, you know, like the standard size, which you've just seen with the multiverse, right? When I put the Superman next to the Unchained Armour, go back if you want to see it again. But, yeah. Now, if I move this guy up, and then I bring in this guy, you can see straight away, and maybe it comes down to opinion and perception, but, just the colours are so vibrant on this guy. The red is so much more vibrant. The silver, there's a tiny little bit of silver on this guy, but it's done so much more better than the Marvel Legends one. As good as this is, it just comes out looking quite dull compared to this guy. So it's like, I'm even loving the paint that the Mcfarlane figures are doing. These two would look great stood next to each other, actually. Not that I will do that, but I did want to just show you, as far as colours go, that actually the multiverse figures are really nice and vibrant. I'm really loving the colours, and I'm rambling. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys, so final thoughts. Just want to quickly show you I do have imposed quite well. I really like this figure. There's going to be people on either side. Some people might not like him, but I think even if you're not really a massive fan of DC, but you're thinking, oh, should I get some of these figures? Definitely get the big ones, because they are very unique. I do not think this style of figure's been touched before, so they're definitely worth owning. In my opinion, you should definitely get this and the Hellbat. If you're a Superman fan, you would have to be like a hardcore Superman fan to know where this is from, because it's only in like a couple of panels, but I was pretty pleased to have it as a Superman fan. So, I mean, if you're anything like me, you're going to be pretty chuffed with it as well. Like I said, and that's you must be getting some kind of honest opinion from me at this point. I've reviewed a few of these figures. I don't know which other ones I'll get, but these were the ones I really wanted, for sure. And you should be getting by now. I'm trying to give you my most honest opinion, so I even have flaws with this thing, like the QC issues in the waist, but it is still phenomenal. It won't be like that on all of them. It might just be my figure. I have seen most people who review this, theirs have been fine, so don't let that put you off. And yeah, just go out there and hunt these figures, because they really are something special. Pardon me. Alright guys, I'm going to end it there. I'm off for a bacon butty. What have I got planned next? I don't know. I'll be back on the tube at some point though, so just keep an eye out. And other than that, I'll see you guys soon. Oh, like, subscribe, all that stuff, yeah. Oh, and I keep forgetting to say it. It's always in the description of my videos. But if you're like 13 or under, please do not watch my content. It is not aimed at you. It was never aimed at you. This is aimed at dudes like me who are like man-children, like full-on in adulthood, collecting action figures. It is not for anyone of a young age. So this is for adult collectors only. Right, I've said my piece.